Hello, in this video, we want to talk about how to write a successful refugee claim. A refugee, conventionally speaking, is a person who has lost the protection of their country of origin and who cannot or is unwilling to return there due to well-founded fear of persecution. A convention refugee must show a well-founded fear of being persecuted based on at least one of these things: race, religion, nationality, political opinion, membership in a particular social group. For example, someone might belong to a social group based on their gender, sexual orientation, or relationship to a family member who is politically active. A convention refugee may be afraid of being persecuted either by government authorities or others. A claimant who fears persecution by others must show that their government cannot or will not protect them. A person in need of protection is someone who would likely face at least one of these things if they are forced to return to their home country. Torture, a risk to their life, a risk of cruel and unusual treatment, a risk of cruel and unusual punishment. If the claim is based on one of the last three situations of risk, they must show all of the following. Their own government will not adequately protect them. The risk affects them personally. It is not a general risk faced by others in the country. For example, the risk is not the result of a famine or civil war. The risk is not the result of laws, such as being punished for committing a crime, unless these laws do not meet international standards. The risk is not caused by their country being unable to give them the medical care they need, unless this is because of persecution or discrimination. To prove that they are a convention refugee or a person in need of protection, a claimant must also show that there is no place in their country that they could get to safely, where they would be free from the risk that they face, and where it would be reasonable to expect them to live. Write down your story. It is helpful to write down your story. Include everywhere you worked, lived, and traveled in the last 10 years. This can help you think about what evidence is important to your claim. A strong refugee narrative is vital for a successful refugee claim. It must be personal, detailed, and credible. The narrative should start with a clear introduction of the claimant. This includes background, nationality, and reasons for fleeing their home country. This introduction provides context for the narrative. The narrative's core is in its detailed descriptions. It should vividly depict incidents of persecution or harm faced by the claimant. Critical details like dates, locations, and people involved are essential. The narrative must link these experiences to grounds for refugee protection. These grounds include race, religion, or political opinion. It's also crucial to express the emotional impact of these experiences. This adds depth to the story. Consistency in the narrative is vital for credibility. The facts in the narrative should match all other information in the claim. A well-crafted narrative is both factual and engaging. It should compel the reader to empathize with the claimant's situation. Write your refugee story. The structure is critical. Write your story in short paragraphs. Start with a clear introduction. Begin by introducing yourself, including your background, nationality, and the specific reasons for seeking asylum. Detail specific incidents. Describe specific incidents of persecution or harm, including dates, locations, and the people involved. Link experiences to protection grounds. Clearly show how your experiences relate to the grounds for refugee protection: race, religion, political opinion. Include emotional and psychological impact. Share the emotional and psychological effects of your experiences to provide depth to your narrative. Maintain consistency. To maintain credibility, Ensure that the information in your narrative is consistent with other parts of your claim, your future oral testimony, and the documents you present. Use a chronological order. Present events chronologically for clarity and coherence. Be honest and genuine. Stick to the truth, as fabrication or exaggeration can undermine your claim's credibility. Moreover, you could face severe consequences because of misrepresentation. Proofread and revise. Carefully review your narrative for clarity, coherence, and grammar. The following template is provided as a guideline for writing refugee story. Introduction, full name, age, nationality, background, education, work, family. Reasons for seeking asylum. Date and description of key incidents, perpetrators and your relationship to them, specific fears and concerns. Impact of incidents, emotional and psychological effects, changes in life and circumstances. Attempts to seek help or protection, if applicable. Interaction with local authorities, results of seeking help. Why returning is not an option. Ongoing threats or fears. Lack of protection in home country. Why relocating to other regions in the country won't resolve the issues. Circumstances. Expression of hope for protection and safety in new country. In the next video, we will examine the claim categories more closely and learn to write your asylum story in each category. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. Good luck.